Bonnie Parker is remembered for smoking cigars and pointing guns at Clyde Barrow. Only problem is, she most likely never fired a gun and begged her hostages to inform people that the cigar picture was a gag. But somehow, during the Great Depression, she was able to find a fashion of her own. What was Bonnie Parker trying to communicate through her fashion style, and what did America decide that they meant? In early 1933, Bonnie Parker was a 22-year-old fugitive living an exhausting and unglamorous lifestyle. Yet, in surviving photographs, she appears well put together. She wears a fitted knit garment, long skirt, hat, jewelry, and dress shoes beside a polished V8 Ford. As chaotic as her life may seem, her appearance is not. Most of her clothing is not actually luxurious. In fact, it's actually consistent with an ordinary woman of the 1930s. What made photographs remarkable was the contrast of everyday clothing, weapons, cigar, and a stolen automobile. Bonnie never left a statement explaining her fashion code, but she did seem to want to appear feminine despite living on the run in a male-dominated world of crime. She made sure to look fearless for the camera, almost as if she wanted to transform poverty and fight into something that resembled romance and adventure. She wanted to maintain an ordinary identity underneath a public fascinated by newspaper headlines of Bonnie and Clyde. Although she was legally married to Roy Thornton, it is a myth that she was wearing her wedding ring at the time of her death. Her heart belonged to Clyde Barrow. This is confirmed by her mother in the 1933 book titled Fugitives. Bonnie would pose for the camera, but she could not control what happened to the photographs she took. When the police raided the Barrow Gang's hideout in Joplin, Missouri, police discovered and newspapers developed the film of photographs that Bonnie is most known for today. Newspapers removed the playful context. The public saw a woman violating nearly every expectation of respectable femininity. A skirt and a fashionable hat paired with a pistol and cigar? Bonnie's cousin Bess said, Bonnie was scared to death of guns. Grandpa had one he kept under his pillow, a whopping big old-fashioned pistol. And whenever we made the beds, I was the one who had to reach under and lift it out gingerly and carry it at arm's length to the dresser. Once or twice, Bonnie touched it without knowing that it was there, and such screaming I've never heard. Bonnie Parker used clothing to remain a woman inside an outlaw life, but the press used the same outfits to make her appear more dangerous. Thus, the feminine outfits didn't soften the photograph. It made the pictures more sensational because of the contrast. The press turned the borrowed cigar and the stage pose into proof of a cigar-smoking female gunfighter. Bonnie reportedly became so irritated by that image that she later told a released captive, "Tell them I don't smoke cigars." The clearest turning point is not a wardrobe change, it's the moment the photographs change ownership. Before Joplin, they were private snapshots, Bonnie and Clyde playing beside a car. After police developed them, they became imagery of two wanted criminals, newspaper material, and evidence of a violent Depression-era gangster. Her clothes stopped belonging to her and became a part of the public costume. The patterned knit garment, tilted hat, long skirt, pistol, and cigar were no longer separate objects. Together, they create the visual for Bonnie Parker. The manufactured image would survive and become more successful than the woman. In the 1967 film Bonnie and Clyde, we started to see the image transform into something it never was. We see actress Faye Dunaway dressing in a style more reminiscent of the 1960s than the 1930s. We see berets, fitted knits, midi skirts, scarves, and a hairstyle that Bonnie didn't even know was possible during her time. The wardrobe drew from the surviving photographs, but it turned into a 1960s beatnik-influenced costume. This film isn't a precise reconstruction of what the real Bonnie wore, living on the run. Bonnie's private joke had become her permanent public identity. Hollywood converted a desperate fugitive wardrobe into high fashion. The world remembers a completely different image of the outlaw who, in reality, lived a very painful and precarious life. The cigar joke became more memorable than nearly anything that Bonnie had said about herself. Bonnie Parker's secret fashion code was not a hidden message planted in every outfit. It was a creation due to the collision of ordinary femininity of the time compared with outlaw props, newspaper sensationalism, and Hollywood glamour. Bonnie attempted to control the camera for a few seconds, but the photograph controlled her reputation for the next century. Her clothing did not reveal the real Bonnie Parker. It revealed what America wanted Bonnie Parker to be. The most famous piece of her outlaw costume, the cigar, was never truly hers. The woman disappeared in 1934, but the outfit continued living without her. Thank you for watching this video and liking and subscribing to our channel. If you would like to support the Eclectic Historical Society further, you can join our Patreon and purchase some merch from our website, eclectichistoricalsociety.com. This is the Eclectic Historical Society, and remember that history is lost if it is not repeated.